Welcome back. Last episode video, we actually saw the types of hooks that are available in the market. Now, the basic thing that we work with for crochet, knitting, or machine crochet is the yarn. The magic is created. So now let's see what are the types of yarns that are available and what yarn would I would love to use for my projects. I'll let you know my secrets here. So we have wide variety of yarns available. So the most commonly used ones would be the acrylic, which is synthetic fiber. And for a place like mine, which is hot and humid most of the time, so we would prefer something like cotton, which is a natural fiber. So I will cover these two as to how they may be used and what are the projects that may be done with them, and the remaining fibers will cover in the subsequent sessions. So let's see what are the the cotton and the acrylic yarns available. So I do have few yarns that are available with me here. So this is one of my favorite yarn. This is the Yarnummer yarn by my friend Harini. She dyes herself and she has beautiful colorways, and this is cotton, the natural fiber. I just love it. So I do have one more colorway to show you. This is caked up already. So you can see I have made a cake out of this hang. Similar, it was similar in this as a hang, and I have caked it up already. So this, apart from that, we do have the cotton. This is a 4-ply that is equivalent to something like a sport weight yarn, which is available in India for us. So this is one of the yarn which I actually use. Previously, I used to use it a lot for amigurumis, and now I do use it for garments, the tops. And then in acrylic, currently to show you, I have these three predominantly available like this. So this is from Magic Needles, which is available in India, and this is Neko. I must say Neko Pilanta. This is the one I just love in the acrylic, and yes, the other one is Stylecraft TK. This two I keep using this for my acrylic projects. Now, when we come to the acrylic, let's see. Now, this is synthetic fiber. Now, what are the plus points? The first thing is, yes, this you get it at a relatively cheaper price, and the quality of acrylic varies. So if you go back quite some years back, like when I literally learned crochet during my childhood and my school days, what we would not get something like this near my place. We used to get it as small balls, hardly 25 grams. And if I compare the quality of that to this, oh, this is real good. Okay, so yes, the quality varies with the price, and you do have very good quality premium acrylic, which is so soft and squishy too. Yeah, in India, you can actually check heartbeat yarns or yarns from Ganga Acryls, which are really good and soft. So yes, those are good ones. Now, the thing about acrylic is they are synthetic fibers. They're not going to absorb moisture, nor they are going to let the heat out. So to some extent, if you're using in winters, yes, they are fine, but they will not retain heat or absorb moisture. So that is a problem for a place like mine, which is hot and humid most of the times. However, having said this, the acrylic is very easier to maintain. So many of them are even machine washable. I'm not telling, when I mention machine wash, it's not like you put like your clothes, you put your full cycle and you can use hot water. No, everything will be written on the label. You have to check it on the label, and yes, it is easy to manage. So if you are gifting something, or if you're doing a cushion covers, yes, home decor items, yes, the acrylic are going to be very good, especially the pillow covers, or if you're doing torans, because you need to wash them frequently if they're going to accumulate dust. So apart from that, what are the projects that I prefer acrylic yarn for? So something like this. Okay, this is a cowl. So I since, as I said, I don't have much of winters in my place, so I do not go in for merino wool or something like that. So I would prefer this, the acrylic yarns for my cows. The sweater, this was for my baby the sweaters, and he literally loved it. And yeah, and also the beanies. I prefer making my beanies in the acrylic yarns. It's easy to maintain them. Now, this was predominantly acrylic yarns. As I said, it's reasonable in pricing. You get very good quality for a reasonable price too. It's readily available too, and there is no color bleed. Okay, when you wash, the colors are not going to come out. So that is one plus point. So you can actually have multiple combination of colors without having to worry, okay, is this dark color going to come on to this light color which I've used? So that is not going to be there. And yes, it is, the maintenance is easier. Now coming to the cotton yarns, now what do I prefer it for? Now if you are doing coaster, I would prefer the cotton yarns, because I want something to, absorb if I spill anything. So yes, cotton. So we have doilies that I prefer. My preference is cotton. Yes, you can do the doilies even in the acrylic, the thin weight, the fingering weight. They too are going to be wonderful. Let me tell you that they are going to be wonderful. So this was one of the square dolly that I did with, this is cotton. Okay, but I love cotton yarns for the doilies. Yes, this was one more where I did the doily with the cotton yarns. And then I personally prefer making the amigurumi dolls with the cotton yarns. Now, if you ask me, have you even tried acrylic yarn? You may ask, since I told this is my preference. So have I tried making amigurumis with acrylic yarns? Yes, I do have. See, I have made, I mean, I do have a lot of other stuff which I've already made. So these are some of the amigurumis which I used acrylic yarn. But the thing is, what I feel is when I use cotton, they are more sturdy. So what happens is, you can see they are very stiff, and that is what we require, for it to be very, stuffy and stay as it is. So I personally prefer the cotton yarns, but yes, you can go ahead and use acrylic even for amigurumis. Okay, apart from that, where do I prefer cotton is garment. Okay, the other reason why I prefer cotton for garment rather than the acrylic, yes, for sweaters I prefer acrylic, but if I'm wearing something, like a summer top or somewhere where I require the drape, it has to just flow, then I prefer the natural yarns, and the cotton yarns are my preference. So this was one such top. I do have another. So this was one more, which is made using the cotton. Now, as I said, the plus point is, it's a stiffer fiber. It does not have elasticity. Acrylic has some kind of elasticity, but this absolutely does not have. So it's going to stay as it is mainly. Okay, once you, the other thing is it does not have memory. So if you put it to wash, especially for the tops, you need to again stretch it and dry. Otherwise, it's going to go back to however you are going to keep. It's going to stay back in that. It's not going to remember that, okay, you had, stretched out in the first go. No, that is not going to be there. Acrylic, however, if you block via the steam, it's going to stay at that, the way you had blocked it the first go. So that is one thing. Otherwise, the cotton is preferable wherever you require the drape. You require it to absorb the moisture, but yes, it does not give you retain the heat like your wool. So that is out. But yeah, these two are major things, and it's more sturdier. The only disadvantage I see, because I use a lot of cotton yarns, is the color bleed. Many of the fibers actually bleed. Now, when I say color bleed, it may just leave the colors. If that's the case, well, fine. I would be still okay with it. But sometimes what happens, darker color comes on to the lighter color. Now, that is a problem. So again, that's easier to fix with your, color fixer or, color catchers. You can actually use them and actually avoid the color overlapping onto the lighter color. But yes, you should be aware of this, and you should actually try it before you actually do the project. If you're combining light and dark colors, yeah, make sure you do a swatch and you actually check it. Now these two are the most frequently used the yarn types everywhere. Now we do have other yarn types, which is wool. You have pure wool, then you have the wool blends, and in wool we do have merino wool, and then we have merino superwash, which can actually is machine washable. Otherwise we don't prefer machine washing the wool if it's not superwash merino. So that is there. And then we do have nylon. We do have other natural fiber, the ones which are actually produced from the bamboo. So the bamboo or the viscose we have, and then we do have tencel yarns. We do have a lot of variety. So right now I showed you two what I prefer the most. So next video we'll see what are the other subtypes of the yarns that are used frequently, including the wool. Yeah, I forgot mentioning the silk too. We do have silk yarns, so it's not that you have to go and get the silk fabric always. You can even actually crochet or knit a top using the silk the yarn. So yes, that too is available. So more on this in the next video. Along with that, we shall discuss multiple things like the yarn weights, how to choose a yarn, how do we understand when someone mentions DK, sport weight, and what do they mean by it. So all this, let's see in the upcoming videos. Till then, bye-bye. Love you.